Weights push down on the spring, and the spring pushes back. So when the weights are taken off, the spring pushes back to its original height. What do you think is happening here? Magnets are special because they produce an invisible force. This force will pull some metals towards the magnet. A magnet will pull another magnet towards it, or push it away, depending on which end of the magnet is used. Not all metals are magnetic. Objects that are attracted to magnets must have in them the metals iron, nickel, or cobalt. There are two different parts to a magnet. You can see this when you put two magnets together. The two parts that are the same will repel each other. The two parts that are different will attract each other. These ends of the magnet are called the poles. There are magnets all around us. All these things contain magnets. The Earth behaves as if it had a giant magnet inside it. The poles of the magnet are close to the very top and bottom of the Earth. A magnet that is free to turn will always point north-south, and that's how a compass works. The needle of a compass is a magnet, and it is attracted to the poles of the Earth.
This is where all the cars and the fridges and the washing machines end up. It's unloaded by a grab machine, large cranes. It's put onto a steel conveyor belt, which transports it into a big shredder where it's chopped into small pieces.
A whole car is made up of many different materials, and once the car has been chopped up into small pieces, they need to start to separate the different materials. A huge rotating magnet is used to separate the magnetic materials from the non-magnetic materials. Separating the different materials will allow them to be reused. So at this recycling centre, they will end up with large piles of different metals. And at this point, you might need to use a different sort of magnet to move the bits around.
That's a plate magnet. That's for picking up smaller metallic material. It attracts it up onto the magnet, allowing you to pick it up off the floor and then drop it using electricity.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it Spider-Man? No, it's the Los Alamos Magnet Man!
In real life, Magnet Man is in fact mild-mannered scientist Ross Mayer, who'll now reveal the source of his superpowers, super strong magnetic grippers.
Let me just pop one of these off. What makes the gripper successful is the high strength of the magnet package. The small package has approximately 850-pound force to any steel surface.
It would need a Superman to pull the grippers off downwards. So Ross Mayer developed a special can. So that with a sharp tap upwards, even Clark Kent's mum could prize them off. The military top brass put up the hard cash for this gripping idea. They wanted to be able to scale tall buildings unaided. So top scientist Ross Mayer was brought out of retirement by the Los Alamos Magnet Lab to get to grips with this sticky problem. Like any decent superhero, Magnet Man needs a sidekick to strap him into his super boots. But now Ross Mayer sees the magnetic grippers working not just for the forces of war, but for the forces of good.
You can use these to inspect bridges, painting of bridges, climbing towers such as this for whatever reason you want. If you are climbing something like an offshore oil well, and you're over water, you could go several hundred feet.
But what fiendish mission did the US military have in mind for the grippers? Well, they told him not to divulge their exact application.
They do not want me to divulge their exact application.
I just said that. So this top scientist might be on top of the world with his top invention, but the reason it exists remains top secret.